Have you taken the time to really think about how much stuff costs today? Food is going up, gas going up, different things going up, clothes going up, and guess what? The cost of college is going up as well. So in this video, I want to talk about how college numbers don't lie. Also talk about, do you have a plan to pay the big college tuition bill? Hey, I'm Cantus Simmons. Welcome to the Cantus Simmons Show. If you don't have a plan to pay for college, I want to invite you to a 3-day workshop that I'm hosting, and it's called Scholarships Unleashed. This is whereby I sit down with families and I work with them through the process of paying for college. So, college numbers don't lie. Now, one of the number one reasons that students drop out of college, and one reason that students don't go to college, is because of a lack of money. But a lot of times people don't think about how much it really costs for college and actually what does it go to. All right. So number one, if you're looking to go to a private college, this is a college that is, privately owned. In 2021 to 2022, based on the numbers, it ranges from $50,000 to $67,000 per year. Now, if you want to go to a private schools are good. Private schools have their purposes. But I want you to know the numbers from $50,000 to $67,000. Right? That's like a cost of a SUV. Then we have public in-state colleges. Now, of course, in-state colleges meaning, your local state. And that's approximately from $20,000 to $24,000. So from $20,000 to $24,000 is the approximate amount that it costs for local public in-state college funds. And then for public out of state, this is of course going to a school that's out of the state, then we have, guess what? That's roughly from $32,000 to $40,000 for public in-state. So if we had to put those in order, we have private colleges from $50,000 to $67,000. Then we have public out-of-state schools from $32,000 to $40,000. And then we have from public in-state colleges anywhere from $20,000 to $24,000. So here's the big question. Now that you know the numbers, do you have a plan to pay for that? Let's look at the cost of education, because I want you to know that the college numbers don't lie, but knowing where they go. All right. So let's talk about tuition. Tuition is the fees that you pay, the amount that you pay that they charge for the classes themselves. The number of hours and times you're in the classroom, that is tuition. So when we look at those three numbers, we want to consider how much is going towards tuition. Here's the cool thing, like when you look at tuition, like sometimes you go to college and a student may say, hey, I'm spending 16 credit hours in the classroom or 17 credit hours in the classroom. Those numbers of hours in the classroom, that's what tuition is all about. But also you have fees, right? Colleges charge fees for services, including the library, campus transportation, student government, athletic facilities. Like when you want to go hang out or go to a sporting event, that comes out of fees. When you look at tuition and fees, on average, it's of $39,000, about $28,000 for a public in-states, like $10,000. These numbers off just a little bit. But then we've got to consider housing and meals. Actually, they were not off. When you add everything up, that's the number we talked about earlier. So we got tuition and fees. Then we got housing and meals, right? What are housing and meals? This is the cost of room and board. So you or your student has to have somewhere to sleep, need to have a place to eat. You want to consider room and board. And on average, that's about $12,000 to $14,000 for a private school, $14,000 for a public school, about $12,000. After tuition and fees, housing and meals, then you want to consider books and supplies. How much are the books? How much are the learning materials? If you have to get a cost of a computer or computer accessories, all of those things you want to take into consideration. And then you want to think about personal transportation, personal expenses. How we're going to get to class, how we're going to bathe ourselves, how we're going to clothe ourselves. Do we have what we need? Do we have access to entertainment? Again, that's where the numbers come in. And so now when we add up everything, tuition and fees, room and board, books and supplies, personal transportation, on average, it's about $45,000 when you add those things up. All right. So here's the big thing. That's on average. How are you going to pay the college tuition bill? Expenses and fees, room and board, personal, all of these things. $45,000. That's on average. Private school, $50,000 to $67,000. Out of state, about $32,000 to $40,000. Public in-state is about $20,000 to $24,000. College numbers don't lie. I just showed you where that number, what it goes to. At the end of the day, do you have a plan? Do you have a roadmap to be able to pay for your or your students' college education? Now, if you don't, I would love to offer you the opportunity to grab a copy of my best-selling book, scholarshipsecretsbook.com. Go to scholarshipsecretsbook.com to get my book called Scholarship Secrets Revealed. And it talks about the roadmap to locate, land, and lock down college funds. You can go through this book. We have many people that have gone through the book and they've been able to locate and land college scholarships. Now, if you would love for me to work with you and your family over a 3-day process to just show you, teach you, hold your hand over the next 3 days to be able to fund college, then hey, join me on our 3-day scholarship party, 3-day Zoom party. It's called Scholarships Unleashed. Scholarships Unleashed. Go to KentisSimmons.com/unleashed and you will get all the details on how you can participate in our 3-day college funding workshop. All right. So listen, I just wanted to take some time to have you think about it and realize that college numbers don't lie. But I really want you to think about, if the college numbers don't lie to yourself about having a plan. Don't lie to yourself with strategically knowing what to do to land some college funds. Hey, I'm Cantis Simmons. Remember this will be your best school year ever. Hey, I believe it. I want you to believe that for yourself. Talk to you soon. See you in the next video.